We're here at a baseball field, but yet we're going to watch some football. Let's go look at some kids that are playing. Well, it's pregame. They're not playing yet. They're actually still showing up. Let's come over here. Now, I believe this is the coach. Hello. Are you the coach?
Yes.
Nice to meet you. Speak up, don't be afraid of me. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Okay.
So I heard that you yell at the kids sometimes.
A lot.
Is that the best way to teach them?
It's usually windy in Mojave, so they can't hear me, so I have to raise my voice.
Don't fight him, get in the backfield! Hey! You gotta help on that bootleg, you gotta come up! You're too far back! Chris Riley, play to the whistle! Demetrius! I want you in that backfield, baby!
How does the wind affect the game? I mean, today is a beautiful day. There's no wind at all. How does the wind affect the game when they're playing?
It affects passing. I mean, usually at the smaller levels, the little guys, they don't pass as much, but I got the 13-year-olds, and we pass sometimes, so it definitely in Mojave, you can't pass as much as you normally would, so you just got to play the wind, and sometimes you can throw, sometimes you can't.
Exquisite, eye-catching, creative. That's what people are saying about California Tile Supply's new showroom. Inventory stacked high and deep from around the world and in stock now. Visit our new contractors room and they'll show you how to save time and money on your next project. The Learning Center, staffed with tile professionals that know the product. Available inventory unmatched anywhere in the Antelope Valley. California Tile Supply, tile professionals since 1971. Exquisite, eye-catching, creative. That's what people are saying about California Tile Supply's new showroom. Inventory stacked high and deep from around the world and in stock now. Visit our new contractors room and they'll show you how to save time and money on your next project. The Learning Center, staffed with tile professionals that know the product. Available inventory unmatched anywhere in the Antelope Valley. California Tile Supply, tile professionals since 1971.
Does that, is that an advantage for you for when opposing teams are coming and playing here?
It is if we play a team that likes to pass. It's definitely an advantage. It's definitely an advantage in baseball season because a lot of kids come up and they can't field a fly ball because of the wind. But football, it's not too much of an advantage because it's just most teams run the ball a lot and they'll pass a little bit. When they get into high school, they start to throw the ball a little more.
This isn't related to school at all. What is this related to? What is this organization?
This league consists of teams all the way from rim of the world to Mammoth, and includes teams from Bishop, Kern Valley, Trona, Boron, Cal City, Apple Valley. There's a team from High Desert, which is Apple Valley. Usually us and Trona and Boron are the smallest communities of the town, so we're typically fighting for numbers for kids. And
how many kids do you have on the team?
we typically fight to have 12 to 13 kids sometimes, and then as you go through the season, you always lose a few kids, for whatever reasons. But my typical team of the last 3-4 years has always been about 14 kids.
So it's AYF.
AYFA.org. So that's the website.
All right, so it's Antelope Valley Youth Football.
Organization, I think, is what it is.
What's their mission? What's their goal?
Well, the goal is to teach youth how to play football, and then teach it in the right way, to be good sportsmanship, and we all stress that. I do that with my team a lot. If I let these guys go, they would get a little unruly sometimes. But it's basically just teaching them the game and teach it right, so that when they get up to high school, the high school coaches have less to do, but they still have a lot to work with. So
how did they find out about this? Is there a website, or how did they, join?
They find out there's websites or word of mouth or the paper. Whenever we're getting ready to do sign-ups, we put advertisement in the paper, and then we put flyers around the town.
When to sign up?
Usually you can sign up. Every town does it differently, but we typically try to sign kids up usually from June to August, and then once school starts in late August, we typically get some late sign-ups, because they start to see kids out here practicing.
Well, you played football, your son plays football. What was your favorite part of football?
My favorite part was hitting. That's the one thing you can do. You can hit and not get in trouble. So.
Now, you're not the only coach on the team, right?
No, I have 3 or 4 people helping me.
Are they also parents, or are they people in the community that are helping you?
They're part of the community, but yeah, they are our parents. One of my coaches is Rocker Million, and I've coached with him for a couple years, and his son plays. And then another coach is Mark Scott, which his son Garrett has played ever since my son was little. They were both tiny together playing, so they've been both with me for quite a while. And then we have a new coach, BJ Hamilton, and he's been coaching with us just this year.
And what's the hardest part about coaching, and especially because they're so young?
It's just getting the message through, how important it is to do certain things that are going to help us win the game. And some kids don't quite understand that until they get to the game, and then they find out that they're not doing very well. And a lot of it's sometimes it's poor practices, but I think as they get a little bit older, they're starting to understand that a little bit more, and hopefully by the time they get to high school, they'll know what they're doing.
Would you say that your freshman, not freshman in high school, was a harder team to train?
Oh, it was definitely harder. When I got out of the freshman, I coached them for 3 years. It was nice because you just go up and you're not constantly training kids that just now started, which I like doing, but it was nice to step up and coach a team that kids have already played for a couple years, and you don't have to teach all the little basics. You can go over a lot more difficult plays and difficult blocking schemes that's going to help those kids win games.
Okay, so you said you go up with your kid, but you said that you've coached freshmen for 3 years. He was on freshman for 3 years? It's not like high school where you move up every year?
No, it all depends on your age and your weight. Like freshmen are typically anywhere from 8 years old to 10, and depends on how big you are. Your weight is determining whether you can stay on that team. Sophomores are like anywhere from 9 to 11-year-old, and then juniors are typically anywhere from 12 to 13. Seniors are 12, 13, 14, just depends. Some kids are really big kids, and they got to play on an upper team. So it's all.
Oh, really? So they don't even get to start at the bottom necessarily if they're a little bit larger?
Yeah, it just depends. If you're a certain age, and you could still be a little bit heavy to be on a team, but they have their guidelines, and that's just to keep the kids safe, so they're not playing a kid that's going to hurt them out there.
So you're more than just a coach. You do the rides, and obviously your wife is part of it too. What else do you do besides the rides?
Well, I got to take care of them for the weekend sometimes, because we go up to Mammoth, we go to Bishop, and sometimes we stay overnight. So, I have to play the parent role with about 6 or 7 kids that aren't my own, and which is not a problem at all. I love doing it. And Coach Rocky over there, he has to take his church van, and he usually carries about 10 to 13 kids to travel. So he doesn't always stay the night, but a lot of times I do. We'll get a condo in Mammoth, and we got about 4 extra kids with us, and got to feed them for the weekend. And some parents, give them some money, and then we got to chip in, which we have no problem doing. So,
besides running and warming up, what other drills do you put them through?
Well, we'll do some passing drills, and we'll do some hitting drills, and then of course we have to work on plays and stuff. And that's usually the hardest part of the practice, because everything slows down. Kids love to hit a lot more than they'd love to sit there and run plays, but that's what's going to win us games, is by executing plays better than the other team.
When you played, what position did you play?
I played center, and then I played fullback, and then I played middle linebacker.
Oh, really? And all in youth? So you're not always the one position for the entire time?
No, you have to switch around, especially with teams like this with only 13, 14 kids. So kids got to be able to play other positions, because one kid gets hurt, someone's got to step up and play another position. So
it must be hard to have one kid hurt when you only have maybe one extra person.
Yeah, it is really hard. We've actually played some games with 11 people, and that's what you put on a field. and then actually have had kids hurt and had to play with 10 for a little bit till that kid was ready to come back in the game.
Are you allowed to do that?
Yeah, you can play with 10, but if you drop down to 9, then it's a forfeit. So it's difficult with that many kids, but we've been doing it, and we've had 3 or 4 Super Bowls over the last few years with some teams getting in there with short amount of kids. So it's been pretty good.
So Super Bowl is the championship, the last game, right? Now, I heard that you are there this weekend?
Yeah, we play Rim of the World this Saturday. We had to play Boron and Big Bear. We had to beat both those teams, really good teams, to get there, but we just got past Big Bear 6-0 last Saturday, so it was a really good game, 2 really good teams, and we were able to squeeze out 1 touchdown to get the victory. So,
what's your mentality going to be in coaching when you get to the Super Bowl?
I'll try to be relaxed, and
try
and just let things happen the way they happen, and if the kids make mistakes, try to encourage them. I mean, I know I'll get on them a little bit, but it is the last game of the season. I want to make sure, even if we do lose, that the kids had a really good time and
not remember you yelling the whole time, saying they just made a mistake.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
You used to have the last game, them not remember that, right?
Yeah, the last game. That's all that matters, is your last game.
I'm out on my Buell. A smooth ride. The sweet turns. Effortless. Just the right feel to pump that adrenaline. There's always that inner voice that screams the best moments in life are on my Buell. Probably my second choice would be inside Antelope Valley Harley-Davidson. Every day is a good day there. I'm like a kid in a candy store. Antelope Valley Harley-Davidson rocks. It's my store. Jackets to take the bite out of a chilled night. The coolest helmets and accessories you'll ever want or need. Best of all, you're home there. Harley folks are family. Just take a spin around the store and you'll see what I mean. Harley folks are like psychics. I mean, they know what you want before you ask for it. But that's what you'd expect from Antelope Valley Harley-Davidson. Now, back to my Buell. Exquisite, eye-catching, creative. That's what people are saying about California Tile Supply's new showroom. Inventory stacked high and deep from around the world and in stock now. Visit our new contractors room and they'll show you how to save time and money on your next project. The Learning Center, staffed with tile professionals that know the product. Available inventory unmatched anywhere in the Antelope Valley. California Tile Supply, tile professionals since 1971. Exquisite, eye-catching, creative. That's what people are saying about California Tile Supply's new showroom. Inventory stacked high and deep from around the world and in stock now. Visit our new contractors room and they'll show you how to save time and money on your next project. The Learning Center, staffed with tile professionals that know the product. Available inventory unmatched anywhere in the Antelope Valley. California Tile Supply, tile professionals since 1971. I'm out on my Buell. A smooth ride. The sweet turns. Effortless. Just the right feel to pump that adrenaline. There's always that inner voice that screams the best moments in life are on my Buell. Probably my second choice would be inside Antelope Valley Harley-Davidson. Every day is a good day there. I'm like a kid in a candy store. Antelope Valley Harley-Davidson rocks. It's my store. Jackets to take the bite out of a chilled night. The coolest helmets and accessories you'll ever want or need. Best of all, you're home there. Harley folks are family. Just take a spin around the store and you'll see what I mean. Harley folks are like psychics. I mean, they know what you want before you ask for it. But that's what you'd expect from Antelope Valley Harley-Davidson. Now, back to my Buell.
Time for Melissa's timeout. All right, what's your name?
Chris,
What position do you play?
wide receiver and guard.
Both? What's a guard?
He's on the line.
And what do they do?
He blocks for the running backs.
So is that the first line that hikes the ball?
No, I'm right next to the center. There's center and then here's me.
And the center is the one that hikes the ball?
Yeah, center.
Okay, so then you block everyone that's trying to get to who?
The running back.
The running back. Is this a defense or offense?
Offense.
Oh, so this is when they're throwing, you're blocking everyone, so the person that's running to go catch the ball?
Running to catch the ball or to
run through the, oh. How long have you been playing football?
4 years.
4 years? So did you start, you're in the juniors now, did you start in the sophomore?
I was freshman.
You were freshman, and then what happened? Then sophomore, and then?
Freshman, sophomore, no, freshman, sophomore, junior.
What got you into football?
My brothers.
Really, they play? Do you look up to them?
Yeah.
Do they still play now?
My one brother, he was playing for high school, but he had bad grades.
Oh, so then they kicked you off the team?
Yeah, he had bad grades.
What about this team? Does it matter about your grades? No, it has nothing to do with
Unless
school.
your mom
Kicks you off because you have bad grades. Well, when you get into high school, you're gonna have good grades so you can play football?
high school football.
Yeah? Is that your dream?
My dream is to go to NFL.
Yeah? So the only way to get there is good grades through high school so you can keep playing, right?
Study hard.
All right, well, good luck this Saturday. I hope you guys win.
Thank you.
Hurry up. Okay, I'm coming. Gosh, you're harsh. I'm tired just from running there and back. I can't imagine how tired you are. It's almost an end of practice. How do you feel?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Just lots of energy.
Lots of energy, or you lost energy?
Lost some.
Lost? What's your worst part of practice that you hate the most?
Practically running the back and forth at the end of practice.
Then why'd you make me just do it?
Because it's funny.
So what was your name?
Matthew.
Matthew? How old are you?
13.
13? How long have you been on this team?
For 6 years.
6 years. Now that isn't always the junior team, right?
No, I've been on the juniors for 2 years, but I played from freshman to the juniors.
What got you into football?
My dad, the coach, he asked if I want to play for the first year, and I said sure. And I tried it out, and I just liked it, so I've been playing ever since.
Is football your favorite sport?
Yeah.
Now, how do you juggle school and playing? You practice how many times a week?
3 times a week.
And then how do you do all your homework?
Weekend. But usually I finish it at school.
Oh, do you? That's interesting. All right, well, I'll let you get back to practice because I know they're about to, run, and I know that's the part you hate, but you made me do it, so I'm gonna make you do it. Have a good day, and good luck on Saturday.
I'm out on my Buell. A smooth ride. The sweet turns. Effortless. Just the right feel to pump that adrenaline. There's always that inner voice that screams the best moments in life are on my Buell. Probably my second choice would be inside Antelope Valley Harley-Davidson. Every day is a good day there. I'm like a kid in a candy store. Antelope Valley Harley-Davidson rocks. It's my store. Jackets to take the bite out of a chilled night. The coolest helmets and accessories you'll ever want or need. Best of all, you're home there. Harley folks are family. Just take a spin around the store and you'll see what I mean. Harley folks are like psychics. They know what you want before you ask for it. But that's what you'd expect from Antelope Valley Harley-Davidson. Now, back to my Buell. Exquisite, eye-catching, creative. That's what people are saying about California Tile Supply's new showroom. Inventory stacked high and deep from around the world and in stock now. Visit our new contractors room and they'll show you how to save time and money on your next project. The Learning Center, staffed with tile professionals that know the product. Available inventory unmatched anywhere in the Antelope Valley. California Tile Supply, tile professionals since 1971. Exquisite, eye-catching, creative. That's what people are saying about California Tile Supply's new showroom. Inventory stacked high and deep from around the world and in stock now. Visit our new contractors room and they'll show you how to save time and money on your next project. The Learning Center, staffed with tile professionals that know the product. Available inventory unmatched anywhere in the Antelope Valley. California Tile Supply, tile professionals since 1971. I'm out on my Buell. A smooth ride. The sweet turns. Effortless. Just the right feel to pump that adrenaline. There's always that inner voice that screams the best moments in life are on my Buell. Probably my second choice would be inside Antelope Valley Harley-Davidson. Every day is a good day there. I'm like a kid in a candy store. Antelope Valley Harley-Davidson rocks. It's my store. Jackets to take the bite out of a chilled night. The coolest helmets and accessories you'll ever want or need. Best of all, you're home there. Harley folks are family. Just take a spin around the store and you'll see what I mean. Harley folks are like psychics. I mean, they know what you want before you ask for it. But that's what you'd expect from Antelope Valley Harley-Davidson. Now, back to my mule.
All right, what are we doing here now?
All right. Ready? This drill is called King of the Bag. They go head up on each other. Whichever makes the other one go off the bag, he continues to be king of the bag until he gets dethroned.
Ah.
So this is actually teaches them how to block, how to stay with their block, how to keep driving. Nate, king of the bag. So once he gets dethroned, he goes back to the end of the line, and this guy continues to be king of the bag until he gets dethroned again. Of course, it teaches them to get out there and do their job. So that'll be a good match. Don't put your heads down.
Do you ever? Can you do it without the bag?
The bag keeps their feet nice and wide. If you have a nice wide stance when you're blocking, you can drive better.
Okay.
If you get it in too close like this, you can be thrown off balance.
So it teaches them to really keep their legs apart.
Yeah. Yes.
And so
It keeps them to have a nice
athletic
wide stance. There you go.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
You have to be politically correct.
Yes.
Especially working with little boys. That was actually a good match. Why'd you stop, Matt? Drive him off the bag. Oh. Well, see, the head man, he gets to. I'm too rough.
I heard.
They get in a nice stance. They go at each other. They drive. Guys, this isn't an underneath drill. It's a stand-up blocking drill. So stay with each other and drive each other back. A lot of times the kids will stalemate each other. That's good.
Yeah, when they're just like standing up. It looks like they're not even pushing anymore. Is that true?
But what we want them to do is push each other off the back.
If they do stalemate.
Like that. Keep driving, keep driving, keep driving, keep driving. Whistle would be blown.
Are they actually fighting that whole time?
Yes.
They are. It just looks like they're not really moving.
Right. That's a good matchup. That was actually a really good matchup. They both stalemated each other and lost their feet. There's nothing they can do unless they reset. Good matchup. Demetrius, king of the bag.
No.
Hey, wait, turn the bag more this way. There you go.
What is the hardest drill that you have the kids do?
Just about everything in football is hard. I think the running part of it is what they hate.
Really?
They love this. They love to hit. They love to have contact. But at the end of practice where we run wind sprints and laps.
No?
No.
Well, you do that at the end of the practice?
Well, we start off and we just warm up, as you saw. We just stretch, do a couple little running plays and everything to get everybody warmed up. Then we go through practice like this, and then at the end of the practice, it'd be like fourth quarter, we're down, we need a touchdown, we need that extra win, so we run at the end of the practice a lot to make sure that they continue to have. That comes from years of coaching.
Yeah. How many years have you coached?
I have actually coached for almost 25 years.
Wow.
I coached at the high school level for 8 years, Mojave High School. I started off down here, and then I went to the high school level, coached varsity football for several years, and now I'm back down here.
What's the main difference between high school football and this youth football?
There's not a lot of difference.
Really?
Wait, guys, except they don't want to listen. Scoot around over there, guys.
Is that your main problem? Is they don't really listen as much as the high school? Because I don't think high school
High school boys, if you tell them what to do, they'll listen to you.
Really?
These guys here, they could care less sometimes. They just look at you and kind of laugh, and they've got a lot of attitudes, and hopefully we prepare them for high school. And that's the whole thing in youth football, is preparing them to play high school football and go even further on. We got some kids from Mojave, a kid named Christopher Stevens. He plays for Washington State right now. And we also had a guy from Edwards Air Force Base, Rudy Burgess. I think he's actually playing for a professional team right now.
Really?
That come right out of this whole little AYFL.
Oh, they did. They started in the youth, and then they went on to high school, and then now they're actually in the pros?
Played for Desert High School, and now actually played at Arizona State, Rudy Burgess, and now is last thing I heard, I thought he was playing for the Colts or the Bengals or somebody like that.
Wow.
I'm not positive.
Well, it's a good story.
We have lots.
Least, yeah.
Look, we usually have maybe 11 to 12 guys, and we go up against teams that have 20 and 30.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. How does that make it hard? You're not able to scrimmage, are you?
We play Iron Man football.
What does that mean?
Ironman football is our kids don't get rest. They go offense, they go defense, they go punt and return, they go kickoff, return. They do it all.
Now they're all leaving.
I don't know what we're doing. He might be setting up. Larry, you gonna set up offense right now? Larry, offense? Yeah, he's gonna set up offense right now.
So what was that? That's still offense, right? Or is that only defense?
That is all offensive drill. That's all offensive line drills. That's one of my specialties is offensive line.
But yet you're the defensive coach?
You're right.
How does that make sense?
Well, Larry likes to do everything himself, so I actually twisted his arm to let me coach the defense. I've actually coached defense for several years. I'm on all CIF, defensive tackle, so I know a lot about defense. And that way Larry doesn't be so selfish. He can allow me to coach a little bit. I have many years of coaching. I've never had my own kids to coach. I've always coached other people's kids. I just adopted 4 children.
Oh, wow.
So I have 2 sons now, and they play football, so now I actually get to coach my own kids.
That's great.
So that's really cool. And all these kids, I'm pastor of the First Southern Baptist Church of Mojave. So I have most of these kids in my youth group and my children's ministries, and they all know me as Pastor Rocky or Coach Rocky. So.
Yeah, I was going to do some drills with them, but they're actually a little bit stronger than I was anticipating.
We can hook you up on some drills. We can hook you up
I want to do something not so brutal. No tackling.
Okay. I could teach you like the swim move you could do against a couple of them, and maybe a spin move and different things.
All right, let's go.
Just do it slow for you.
Wait, is my stance all right?
No, it's a girl stance.
What? Oh, am I backward? Oh, I was backwards.
Look, here we go.
All right.
Put your left foot forward.
All right.
Okay, go about shoulder width. There you go. Oh, now that's really good. Now squat down like you have to go maybe to the restroom. Put your hand right down there in front of you. There's the perfect. Okay, ready, set, go. You're gonna come up and grab.
Grab and swim.
Swim.
All right.
Set. Go. Perfect.